It's so hot. This is peach flavored iced tea. It's really good. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm pretty sure you guys already know what this video is gonna be about, judging by the title of this video. Today I'd like to talk about why I dropped out of high school. Also, if you're new to my channel, hello. I dropped out of high school 4 years ago, right after I finished freshman year, and then I took GED and I'm currently a college student. I've never really opened up about why I actually dropped out of high school. Like, I briefly mentioned it in my first how I taught myself English video, but I didn't get into that deep. That's mainly because it's kind of a heavy topic to talk about. I mean, the topic itself isn't heavy, but the emotions I went through at that time is. So I was kind of hesitant to talk about it, but I've been getting a lot of DMs and questions about asking me why I dropped out of high school, asking me for some advice, so I decided to make this video. So this whole high school dropout story brings me back to when I was in middle school. So when I was in middle school, I was one of those students who wasn't good at anything, to be honest. The only thing that I found interesting and that I was somewhat good at was English. Little Clara was so attached to English TV shows, American TV shows, and she watched a lot of English content, you know? I watched Victoria's Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I'm just joking, I didn't watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but you get the idea. So I just watched a lot of English shows, you know? And I was just suddenly able to understand what they were saying without looking at the subtitles. So I wanted to test myself if I can speak in English, if I can actually hold a proper conversation with English speaking people. So that's when I went to British Council. I already explained a few times what British Council is, but I'm gonna say it again for those of you who are new to my channel. British Council is basically an English academy. It's run by the British Embassy, so it has British teachers, British curriculum, so it's more decent. Anyways, it's an English academy. My teacher was from England. He's from Oxford, I think. He asked me some questions, I answered them, and then we just went on and on and on. And what I realized was that I was having a conversation with a foreigner in English without struggling. And the teacher actually said that my English is good. That's when English kind of became my thing. That was the moment when I found out that I'm actually good at something. So that's basically when I started gaining some confidence in myself. So then I went to high school feeling all confident. I was like, I'm gonna get perfect scores in English tests. But as you guys know, Korean English is really it's bullshit. I'm sure you guys have seen those videos where foreigners try Korean 모의고사 and 수능 and they all go like, what the is this? That kind of gives you the idea of how much of nonsense those Korean English tests are. I took so many English tests in high school and I have never gotten an A in English. And this kind of brings me to the next topic, which is about the Korean education system. That's why I didn't want to talk about it. It gets deep. I hate it. I actually have a story to tell on this topic. We took math classes, depends on their levels. So kids who are good at math would be in the higher level of class, and the kids who are bad at math would be in the lower level of the class. And of course I was in the lower class. I don't really like that word lower class. I'm just gonna say lower level class because lower class kind of sounds wrong. So I was in a lower level of class and it was just one of those usual days. We were in the math class solving, you know, math problems, and the teacher suddenly went like, 이거 너네 이것도 못 풀면 너네는 벌레야. Like, do I really deserve to be treated like this just because I'm not good at math? That kind of triggered me off and got me into thinking about these educators in this school. My self-esteem literally hit the rock bottom when I was in the freshman year in high school. and it was a dark era of mine. And English wise, no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get the score that I think I deserved, and I just started getting very insecure about myself and my English. I knew I wasn't bad at English, but school just kept telling me that I suck just because I can't get good grades in tests. And I just wanted to protect myself from being the person that they wanted me to be, a loser. So that's basically why I dropped out of high school. Long story short, the school made me feel dumb, and I knew I wasn't dumb. And after I dropped out of high school, I started preparing to study abroad. So I studied for TOEFL, IELTS, TOEIC, all those English tests, you know. Also, it's a lie if I say I didn't chicken out because I was scared of Korean 입시. I don't know what's that called in English. Probably like entrance examination or something. It's not SAT, it's different. That was kind of a boring story. I hope you guys are still with me. Like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I've been getting a lot of DMs saying like, I want to drop out of high school as well. Any word of advice? Being a high school dropout is not easy. I can say that for sure. You're not under any protections, and you have to be responsible for every single decision you make, and you miss a lot of things that you can take advantage of as a student. Well, it's your choice at the end of the day, and I just want to say one thing. Make sure you know what you want to do after you drop out of high school. Secondly, make sure you know that it's gonna be lonelier than you think. I sound like I'm trying to stop you guys from dropping out of high school, but I'm not. I'm not gonna stop you from making your own decision, but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be harder than you think. Like, just think about it. All of your friends are going to school and you're just there not knowing what to do, not sure about the future. Only advice I can give you is take your time, think a lot, like a lot, and make sure you know what you want to do after dropping out of high school. Lastly, be prepared to be alone, like alone. It's gonna be very lonely. That was basically it for my dropout story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm very nervous because this is like my first time opening up to YouTube, talking about how I felt, my feelings. So yeah, anyways, I think this is gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one.